Hey guys, it's Haley, and I'm back with another DIY embellishment video, and these are going to be making DIY embellishments and DIY ephemera with clear and acetate stickers. So I have pulled out my scraps. I have white, black, cream and tan, and then all of my gold. And I'm going to be making, basically adhering them down and fussy cutting out the stickers with a border. So the idea, firstly, I made these a year ago, and these were just with cardstock stickers. I had got the Amy Tan sketchbook paper pad at Tuesday Morning, and it came with some vellum sheets and this 12 by 12 sticker sheet. And I took all the stickers off, adhered them to some craft cardstock, and fussy cut them all out so that I could use them as ephemera. Because, I mean, I've been obsessed with ephemera since basically I got back into paper crafting, because I really haven't done much actual scrapbooking, especially not a 12 by 12 layout. I haven't done one of those. But anyway, so I did this about a year ago, and then, so I had the idea for the acetate stickers, and Ashleylaura and I, we just have so many of the same ideas. Right before I started my channel, I wanted to do like the DIY embellishments and remaking the ones from American Crafts, and she has done a whole series on it. It is so funny. She did not steal my idea, because I told no one about it. I didn't post about it. So, and also when people are saying like, oh, so-and-so stole my idea. Well, if you didn't like share it or post it, they didn't steal it from you. They just had the same idea. You know, that's like, say you make a video or a post about something and someone sees it, they like it, or they comment on it, and then they make their own and don't give you credit, then maybe you can say that's like stealing your idea. But just because you guys have the same idea about the same things isn't stealing ideas. So anyway, I just wanted to and she used actually an Amy Tan sticker sheet as well, and she used acetate stickers, and she adhered them to white cardstock. But my idea was also to use, because some of these, like these gold stickers, I think would look really cool on black cardstock. And these vintagey and vintage and shabby chic style will look better on like a cream cardstock or a cream background. And then some of the white ones, I think will look cool on a gold background. So I pulled out pretty much all of my acetate stickers. The rest of these that match this, that came in that little Gap diary or like planner that I got as a kid, the rest of them are like those little square like planner stickers. So those I'm not going to do that too, but I thought these would be cute to make some ephemera out of. And what prompted me to do it and just do it right now were these awesome stickers that I received in my most recent package, which was a flip book and mini pocket letter from Christina, who is Sticker Tina on Instagram. So let's get started. Again, I use these stickers. They're by American Crafts. These are my favorite pair. This is the package that it came in. It's the Cut It Up by American Crafts craft scissors. They were $1.99 at Tuesday Morning, and full price is $7.99. The second best thing, which I know these are still available at Walmart in the sewing section, are these scissors. And these are what I used to use, and I actually have two pairs of them. My mom gave them to me, but I saw them at Walmart, so I know you can get them there. So these are what I use for fussy cutting. I actually keep one of these in the living room, like if I'm having back problems and laying down and working on fussy cutting in there, I still use these. So anyway, let's get started. So these are really cute, and especially like this little snail mail one. And it's like a journal card shape. And Sticker Tina sent me this like journal card. Well, I don't want to use that whole sheet if I don't need it. Sent me this journal card that is this gold foiling, and it's almost like vellum. Ooh, what if I use this more see-through vellum? Yes, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to use the more see-through vellum, which I just pulled out all of these scraps of paper, and I'm going to make some ephemera and some journal cards. So I'm going to start with this little Happy Mail heart one and adhere it down. And then, let's see. Whew. And then, since this has like large straight edges, I'm going to go ahead and use my paper trimmer. That way, I will get a nice straight edge on this. That was a little close. Well, first attempts are never going to be perfect. So, now I can just round the corners, and you can either use the small size. I only have the small and the large corner rounders, and these are by the Paper Studio, but the actual like Project Life, like perfect rounded and We Are Memory Keepers rounded corners, I use my We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board. So let's see. I think that'll work pretty well. Yeah. So, not the best, but cute little journal card to use, and it's got a great image on it, and it will be really cool to use in my snail mail packages. What else? Let's do some of these awesome flamingos and pineapples. So, I think the flamingos will look better on white, and the pineapples, I'm going to try one on black. I think that'll look cool. So, let's do a pineapple. And the next one I can do on white if I don't like it as much. Pretty cute. I'm going to snip the excess off and then get to fussy cutting. So you can either go right up to the edge of the sticker, or because like on these stickers there is a slight clear border, or you can still leave a small border around that as well, which is what I'm doing. And like I said, the trick to fussy cutting is to turn your paper, not your scissors. That's what's going to give you some smooth cuts, smooth lines, and you won't get those like jagged edges that are the big tell for like hand cut pieces. And these stickers are just adorable. I think they are from Hobby Lobby by the Paper Studio, but I'm not positive. I want to say I saw someone haul them. When I went to Hobby Lobby on last Tuesday, a week ago, they were really running low on a lot of things, and I hadn't been in over a month. And so all the really cute new stickers, they were out of almost all of them. I did get those cool, like little terrarium ones, which I'm going to make an embellishment video about, but yes. So look at that. How cute is that? Perfect little ephemera. Let's do a flamingo. Is this going to fit on this paper? Which I save all of my paper scraps. Like when I used to do a ton of printing of free printables and just things like that, because I just didn't know, really didn't have access to the, I guess, the different products that I do now. I didn't know, just because I didn't know where to buy things and things like that. So I did a lot of printing off of Pinterest. And, like, this is kind of a random scrappy piece, but I would keep, when I'm cutting out, say it's, you know, an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and if it was something small, like I only used the top half of this sheet, well, I'm not going to throw it away. And I just have a bag with all of my white and manila paper scraps. And when I did all of those doodled ephemera, when I stamp images, and now when I'm making this kind of ephemera, I just use my paper scraps, because, I mean, there's no reason to use a whole giant piece of cardstock for something as small as this. I mean, it would just be kind of wasteful. Now, if you don't have scraps, I'm not, you know, I'm not downing you and saying you're wrong for using a piece of cardstock, but use what you have. If you don't have a bunch of scraps, then use the cardstock that you want to use. You could also adhere these to printed cardstock, but like when you buy ephemera in the store, they almost always have a solid color border, usually white. So if you're wanting to recreate the store-bought look, like the look of store-bought ephemera, the white background is generally the way to go, but I'm adding in the black cardstock, the gold cardstock, just because, I mean, I don't care. I just like the way it looks, and I think it'll be cute, so. Doing it my way like usual. But yes. Okay. So I think that went pretty well. Cute little piece of ephemera will be a great piece to add to a Happy Mail, to a flip book, a pocket letter. Let's do, excuse me, let's do some of this, of these gold acetate stickers. This creates something beautiful, looks cool. Yeah, I think that'll fit on there. Okay, so let's use this, whoops. Let's use this scrap of cardstock. Yeah, that'll fit on there. And these stickers, the black, the white, and the gold are from Pink Paisley Memorandum. This is, let's see, their newest collection is C'est La Vie. This one was, I think, the one right before that. Yes, I think it was the one right before that. So, okay. I'm going to start, I am going to leave a border on this, just like I did with the other. And I'm going to start by cutting away kind of this big piece of cardstock. If you're not worried about saving like the in-between scraps, like when I'm doing DIY ephemera and I try and save, especially if there's large spaces, the in-between scraps to punch shapes out of, but this is just scrap cardstock. I'm not worried about it, so I'm cutting away everything I can just to make it easier to cut my shape out. Now, the hardest things in the world to cut out properly are circles, especially perfect circles. Now, this isn't a, you know, this is like a doodled image. It's not as difficult, but that is why when I said in my first DIY embellishment video, the first punch I would invest in is like a 1-inch circle punch. So anyway, there is my another piece of ephemera, which will be perfect. These I didn't keep with the collection because they aren't like, it's not like cardstock or images that specifically match it. They are solid colors that could go with anything. Then I got this sticker pack, which I had actually just cut the sticker sheets in half. They were like this. I got these from Sandy, who is Decorate Your Life, when she swapped me for my Heidi Swap memory planner, the second one I had. And these are by the Paper Studio, which is Hobby Lobby's brand. And I think these will make, I'm going to do these on white, and I think they will make some really cute summery ephemera. Let's see. Okay, these are some paper scraps from when I was, same thing, printing things out. Ooh, let's do this big ice cream cone. Whoops. That will be really cute. See, the bottom of this, you can still see that's where something was actually printed on it. All right, that's pretty good. In the summertime, you know, it's always fun, which I use ice cream cones and popsicles, well, especially ice cream cones, year-round because they're cute. But especially in summer with these bright colors, this will be really fun to use. And, you know, summer's really just started. It is the last day of May, but it's still, we've got June, July, and here in Oklahoma, August is the hottest month of summer. It's like it gets hot, 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 and then almost overnight in September, it starts getting really cool when we go into fall. Which I think is odd. I would think it would be more like a bell curve. Like, start warm, get hot in the middle, and gradually get cooler, and it just doesn't seem to do that. But yeah. I'm not leaving much of a border on these, only because the clear border is actually pretty large on these stickers. I may go back and go right up to the edge. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Well, I guess I don't need to do that on camera, but... So yes, this is the other way. You can go right up to the edge and cut and leave no white border. Which, I mean, it's still going to have a white border because they're clear acetate stickers, but you know what I mean. So picture all the extra white cut off. This is going to be an awesome piece of ephemera. All right, let's do one more on with this vintage and shabby chic images, and I'm gonna do this on a cream cardstock. I think this one will be pretty. I actually used these to make my donuts recently. Let's see. Yeah, that'll look nice on there. And these stickers are also by the Paper Studio. I got this sticker sheet from my friend Carrie. I know I talk about her a lot in crafting, but she's not a swap partner. She lives in the Tulsa area, not far from me. We met, so Pat's like best childhood friend growing up. When she went off to college, she met Carrie and her husband and became best friends with them. So that's how we met them. So I'm definitely going to be leaving a border on this one because I like the pattern paper that's showing through, and I just think it will look a little better or look good with this one. So let's see. Yeah, I'm going to cut that off. This is going to be a pretty large piece of ephemera, but, you know, you need all different sizes to work with when you're working on a project and using ephemera. I mean, that's why they make them in all different sizes, because different situations and different projects are going to require different things. So it's good to make a variety of shapes, sizes, and color patterns, and that's why when I get a collection, even when I can't, you know, either find or find for a decent price the ephemera packs, I will get a sheet of the paper that will be perfect to fussy cut and make my own ephemera with, because ephemera and die cuts are just so versatile. So I will, like, you know, fussy cut all the shapes out that I like, and then punch or die cut the extra scraps down to the tiniest piece, because I will use tiny die cuts as like bullet or checkpoints when I'm making little lists. And I also use them in confetti shakers or shaker pockets, use them as confetti. So yeah. This, and oh, also my friend Carrie has a mannequin, and I've always wanted, I think everyone probably always wanted like a mannequin or a dress form. Like, I don't know, I just think that would be the coolest thing. But I've looked online, people are selling them for like $1,000 freaking dollars. And in antique shops, they're like $500 for like a dress form. I've never seen a mannequin specifically for sale. Carrie got hers at a garage sale from like the people across the street from her. Super cheap. Got her mannequin. But yeah, I just think they're so pretty, they're classy, they're classic, and they're like shabby chic. They're cute. I'm going to cut that a little bit closer. There we go. Okay, so there is my large piece of ephemera on a cream patterned cardstock. We've got gold on black, white on gold, colored on white cardstock. So there's all different types of things you can do with it. And there's all different types of stickers you can use. There's no rule. When you're making something for yourself, make it in your style. If you know, you don't think you're going to use some almost kawaii or doodled images, don't buy them because, you know, someone else likes them. If you don't like sweet treats, like, I love these, but Sandy, who is Decorate Your Life, she's not a girly, cute, you know, that's not her style. She likes vintage and shabby chic, so that's what she uses. I'm pretty versatile. I go back and forth on the vintage and shabby chic look. I always like shabby chic, but sometimes the vintage, I'm like, not for me, and sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I love that. So, anyway, that is my idea. I hope you guys like it. I hope, you know, you can kind of use that idea and put your own spin on it and make some cool things. And if you want, I was thinking, so Phyllis, who is Phyllis Loves Paper, has a hashtag inspired by Phyllis. So everyone that makes their own DIY embellishments of any kind, my shaker clips, my layered die cuts and ephemera embellishments, my stamped and doodled ephemera, or these stickered embellishments and ephemera, take a picture and use the hashtag inspired by Haley, and we'll see if that is, you know, a fun thing and a way to get people involved. And don't forget, you can also make ephemera out of regular and cardstock stamps. So use what you have, do your own style, and make things your own. So thank you guys so much for watching my video, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye!